please continue standing to honor the men and women in uniform who protect the United States of America daily. Up to sing our national anthem, Miss Addison Jacuzo.
And let's get rolling here. Good evening. We are live for this opening couple of minutes of the playoffs here. We've got a quarterfinal matchup between CCA and Ouachita Christian. Casey, just they're honored to be here with you for this matchup here. Everybody's excited. Everybody's fired up. Everybody wants to be playing ball on Thanksgiving week, and that's exactly what we have today. A couple of teams that'll be doing battle, trying to make it on to the semifinals. One win away from the Dome if you could get into the semifinals. Coin toss going on right now.
And number 54, Jackson Mann. Your captains for the Lions tonight.
Be very curious to see what the teams decide to do. Should they win the toss? Do they want the ball? Do they defer? How do they handle those situations? From beautiful Nicholls State University, John L. Guidry Stadium, Manning Field. What I'm told, these are two very evenly matched teams, and we should be in for a treat tonight. Very competitive, very well played game is expected. As you would expect whenever you get teams this far into the dance. Looks like Covenant Christian Academy has won the toss. They are going to receive. So CCA wants the football. Coach Jesse Turner and his guys want to go ahead right away and make a statement, say, hey, we would like to try to get the ball first and go make some things happen. It is the quarterfinals of the Division IV Select State Playoffs, and we are so jacked up to be here tonight. The Eagles will be kicking it away to Coach Jesse Turner's Covenant Christian Academy team. Coach Turner is in his second season with the Lions, of course, coming over from the Ellender Memorial Patriots. He has done a tremendous job here with CCA. Gavin Polk will be kicking it away from left to right for Ouachita Christian. CCA's got dudes back there. They've got Carson Abear. They've got Jaden Carter. They've got explosive playmakers all over the field. Jahari Carter as well. We've got one spot to hand out in the semifinals. We've got 48 minutes of football to play to decide who's going to be there. Let's have some fun from Thibodeau. Gavin Polk has the ball on the tee. The whistle has blown, and we are underway with a high kick That'll be fielded by Carter. Working it near the 20, hit and stacked up and dropped by Wyatt Wilson inside the 20. So good kick coverage that time from Ouachita Christian, and CCA's offense will take the field. The Lions' offense this season has been incredibly efficient. They have run the football effectively. They have thrown the football effectively. They have done just about everything that they have attempted to do effectively. But they're going to be facing a very large defense today. Some big size on these guys for Ouachita Christian. And we'll see how CCA blocks them. But play up front has been a strength of the Lions all season. Owen Trosclair is the quarterback. He's going to have Lolly in the backfield. He's going to also have, is that Carter and Streams with him in a shotgun set. Now it's just Lolly in a pistol set. With Trosclair, 1st and 10, first snap from scrimmage today. They hand it to Lolly, and Lolly will be stacked up in very little gain. If anything, might have lost a little bit of yardage. Cooper Thomas on the tackle for Ouachita Christian. A very good defensive play there for the visitors. That's been one of the things that CCA has been so good at this season. They have been very good at staying ahead of the chains and are not being put in obvious pass situations. Jaden Carter will be in the backfield here with Trosclair. 4-receiver shotgun set. Carter flanks out. It's an empty set. Trosclair has the snap. He will throw it out to Carter, who will break a tackle but be hit hard near the 20-yard line. Got a short gain of about a yard or two, but really laying the wood that time was the Ouachita Christian defense. So 3rd and 8 coming up. You can hear the visiting crowd making a little noise. CCA has a big 3rd down and 8. Trosclair comes with a hard count. They do not move. Ours the snap. Throws it as far as he can down the field. Incomplete. It was intended for Carter and fell incomplete near midfield. There's a flag on the play at the 19-yard line. So we will check on the marker. It's a legal shift on CCA. This will be declined, and it will be a 3 and out for the Lions. So it will be 4th down and a quick 3 and out for CCA. Lions will be punting it away. Low snap. Lolly's going to have to fire drill it, and he's dropped at the 13-yard line. A rare special teams miscue for CCA is going to set up a very short field for Ouachita Christian, and boy, that's not the start that the Lions wanted there. I said Lolly on the snap. I apologize. It's actually Carson Abear back there. The ball kind of skipped to him, and now it'll be a very short field for Ouachita Christian. 10:09 to go in the opening quarter. Ouachita Christian got a stop, and now they're trying to get an early score. Vadrine is the quarterback. Leonard is the tailback. He's in a shotgun set. Vadrine waiting on the snap. He's got it. Hands it off. Bouncing outside is Leonard inside the 10. This one's coming back. This is going to be a hold on Ouachita Christian. Good call by the officials. The tackle on the outside did what his position would entail. He tackled the defender. That's not allowed. That'll be an easy hold. It is a hold, and it will come back. It will be 1st and 20. So to be 1st and 20 for Ouachita Christian after the short field. Boy, it would be such a morale boost if CCA could get out of this situation without giving up any points. First and 20, Vadreen now has Turner in the backfield. Waiting on the snap, strong side of the field to the left side of the formation. There is the snap. Vadreen will run, has a little seam, dives across the 20. Not a huge gain, got about 5, so to bring up 2nd and about 15. 9:50 and counting in the opening quarter. We're just underway. CCA went 3 and out with the first possession of the game, then muffed the opening punt snap, which led to a fire drill and a very short field for Ouachita Christian. Can the Lions defense stiffen up here? Leonard with Vadreen in the gun. Leonard waiting on the snap. Play action, throws a fade to the outside, and it's incomplete. The wide receiver out there was diving, saying that he was being held. That was a flop job there, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 15. Good job by the officials there, not falling for it. The wide receiver recognized right away, hey, the ball's overthrown, so I'm going to just throw myself on the ground. Not a bad idea if you can't make the play. Good job by the officials not falling for it. It'll be 3rd down and about 15 and a half yards from the 20-yard line. Vadreen in the gun. Crowd making some noise. They're shaking their cowbells here on a cold night. Vadreen under some pressure. It's a screen caught by Leonard, and he's going to be shoved out at the 16-yard line, well short of the 1st down. And now it's decision time for Ouachita Christian. Do they attempt a field goal, or do they go for it on 4th down? And it looks like they are going to try a field goal. But an excellent job by CCA's defense holding firm. It is going to be a 35-yard field goal. The kicker is Gavin Polk. The holder is Patrick Turpin. 35-yard try. Snap is there. Kick is up. It is no good. He missed it wide right. CCA's defense comes up with a huge stand after the special teams miscue. The Lions don't give up anything. And boy, that could be a momentum shift for Coach Turner and his crew with 8:50 to go in the opening quarter. Big stand for the Lions. See if CCA could generate a little more of a push on this offensive possession. Trosclair will lead his troops out. First and 10. Be an inside handoff to Lally. Gets across the 20 to about the 23. Gain of about 3. Inside run for the Lions. Generates a little surge. So 2nd and 7 coming up for CCA. 8:30 and counting in the opening quarter. Both teams have had a possession, but we have not yet seen a 1st down. Second and 7. Trosclair waiting on the snap. He's going to be in an empty shotgun set. Play clock down to 2. Has to hurry. Just gets it off. It's a pass to the outside. Carter, and he is stacked up and dropped. A big-time defensive play by Eli Gray, throwing him back for a loss near the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and 9. The scouting report I got on Ouachita Christian is that these guys are going to be very well coached. They're not going to beat themselves. They're not going to make mistakes. And outside of the missed field goal, you've seen they're tackling well. They're doing a lot of things well in the early stages. Can the Lions maybe slip a defender past them here on 3rd and 9? They've got to get to the 30-yard line. Trosclair Shoots it to the sideline. Caught by Carter. That is a first down. Jaden Carter with the grab right across the sticks. That's our first Terrebonne General first down of the game, and the Lions keep the drive alive. Good pitch and catch. First and 10 coming up. All first downs today brought to you by Terrebonne General. When CCA gets into the red zone, it's the State Bank and Trust red zone as Carter will catch another out, makes a man miss, and drives near the 40-yard line. Good job there by Jaden Carter, picking up about 8, and it'll set up second and short for CCA. Clock continues to run, 6:55 and counting in the opening quarter. Trosclair with Lolly. Comes with the hard count, and they flinch, but not enough. Tell you what, though, Trosclair's going to have to be careful. He also was moving there on the hard count. They could have called him for a false start there. Play clock down to 3. Got to hurry. Gets the snap, hands it to Lolly off tackles. Got to see him. He's got a first down. That's a Terrebonne General first down out to the 46-yard line. So CCA beginning to generate a little surge. And the Lions are on the move. First and 10. Trosclair in the gun by himself out there. That's the snap. Under some pressure, steps up and runs, makes a man miss across midfield, lowering the boom and getting a first down to the 41-yard line. Trosclair gets about 13. That is another Terrebonne General first down to the 42-yard line. So the Lions are on the move, 5:40 and counting in the opening quarter. Trosclair quickly to the line. Checks to the sideline, has a lot of time. Play clock just down to 15. Now gets the snap, looking to throw. Under pressure, throws it as far as he can down the field. Incomplete. It was intended for Carter. He overshot the pass. So it'll be second and 10. No harm, no foul. See, we have a large audience watching right now. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. We have a scoreboard update. Vanderbilt Catholic leads E.D. White 6-0. Jalen Coleman took the opening kickoff for a touchdown in that one. That's just across the way here in Thibodaux. We'll see if E.D. White could have an answer. Here we're still scoreless. 5:15 to go. Trosclair in the gun. Got the snap. He's looking to run. Bouncing outside. Now reversing his field. And he's going to be stacked up and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. So Owen did a good job escaping the initial rush, but Ouachita Christian was there. And they wrap him up a loss of 2. So it'll be 3rd down and 12. It is a cold night here tonight in Thibodaux, 49 degrees right now. Fortunately, we are in the warm confines of the press box here at Manning Field. But for the boys on the field, it is nippy football weather. 3rd and 12 for CCA. Trosclair gets the snap. Steps up and runs. The ball's out. And I think a lineman for CCA picked it up. So the Lions are going to get very fortunate there because Cade Quick was Johnny on the spot and picked up the football. Trosclair looked to run, got leveled. The ball came out, and then Quick scooped it up. So it'll be 4th and 15, 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. CCA will have to punt the football. Good decision by Coach Turner. You could see in the early stages that this is going to be a game where the defenses might be a little ahead of the offenses. It's the punt snap. Trosclair's got it. It is a high, wobbly kick that'll bounce at the 25. And it'll take a little bit of a CCA roll to about the 23. It'll be put to rest there. So the defense holds, and now CCA's defense will have to do the same with 3:29 to go in the opening quarter. I thank Dufresne Building Materials for their support. Trap Chevrolet, we thank them so much. If you get in a car wreck, you better call Bado. We want to thank the law office of Tommy J. Bado. As it's 1st and 10 for Vadrine and his offense. Got Macon Leonard with him. There's the snap. They hand it to Leonard off left tackle. The Lions are in pursuit. Pretty much no gain. Very good job defensively that time for CCA. It was number 21, Lucas Lally, rallying to the football. So 2nd and 9 coming up. Right at the 3-minute mark of a scoreless first quarter. Got a scoreboard update coming up right after this play. Vadrine, play action. Shoots it to the sideline. Incomplete. Jump ball out there. And a good job in coverage by the Lions secondary, but there is an injured Lion on the play. And that's not what we like to see. And that's Carter that's down on the turf injured. Jahari Carter made a jump to go up and try to play the ball in the air. And as he came down, I don't know if he maybe rolled the ankle or what, but he has not gotten up. Oh, scoreboard update. E.D. White has gone down the field and has scored. They now lead Vanderbilt 7-6 with 5:24 to go. Ben Guidry on his 7-yard touchdown reception there for the Cardinals. Here they're still tending to Carter, who is on the opposing sideline. It'll be 3rd and 9 when play resumes. Carter, of course, and CCA has a lot of these guys. It's guys that are playing both ways, right? So Carter, of course, is a starting defensive back, but he's also, of course, a starting wide receiver. That's the thing with single A caliber football is when you lose one, you're losing a starter on both. Carter is up. He is going to walk very gingerly. In fact, they're going to just go ahead and carry him off. He is in some pain. And I'll tell you this, that's a tough kid. So the fact that he's not trying to put any weight at all tells me that that's not a good situation there. So we'll hope and pray that Jahari Carter is able to get back out there. He is a senior. You hate to see a senior get injured. Hate to see any player get injured, but especially a senior in the postseason. And they're going to bring him to the training table. 3rd and 9. Vadrine in the gun. Rolls out. Looking for a man at the sideline. He's got it. It's caught. It's a first down. Making a man miss near the 40. And then suplex down to the ground is Patrick Turpin. But it is a first down for Ouachita Christian at the 41-yard line. The first time tonight, Vadrine had a little time to step into one. And that'll be 1st and 10 from the 40. He's got Leonard in the backfield with him in the gun. Man in motion. It is an inside run to Leonard. Nothing. The Lions sling him down to the ground. Their run defense has been tremendous in the early stages, as it was last week against Central Catholic of Morgan City, as it's been all season. So no gain on the play will bring up 2nd and 10. 155 and counting in the opening quarter. We are, of course, in the Division IV Select State quarterfinals. The winner of this one moves on to the semifinals. Both of these teams 3 wins away from winning the state championship. 2nd and 10. Badreen gets the snap, straight drop, shoots it down the seam, caught but leveled as soon as he gets the ball is the ball carrier, 0. That is Turpin, who caught it again, got dropped. He reversed his field, and they're going to, because he reversed his field, not give him his forward progress. So they're going to mark him back all the way to the 33-yard line. That's a loss of 7. He got hit at about the 39-yard line, spun out of the tackle, and if he would have just gone down, he would have gotten the ball to the 39. Instead, by reversing his field, he's dropped at the 33-yard line, and it'll be 3rd and a mile now. Play clock down to 2. I don't know they're going to get this one off. That's a delay of game. They didn't get it off. Play clock is down to 0. Did they get the timeout? There's a flag on the field. I think this is going to be a delay of game on Ouachita Christian. And it is. So they're going 5 yards even further back. And the crowd making some noise, letting the home team's defense know that they appreciate their efforts. 44 seconds to go. This is 3rd down and 23. We'll see how aggressive Ouachita Christian gets with this situation. I hope you guys could hear. We're in the press box. I hope you guys could hear the noise that they're making. It is loud as heck here at Manning Field. 3rd and a mile. Man in motion. Badreen, it's a dead red screen. They're going nowhere. It's dropped anyway. They didn't have it set up. Even had it been caught, it's intended for Ridge Coates, and it'll set up a punting situation for Ouachita Christian. So the CCA defense has been showing their teeth in the early stages. They had a drive start at their own 10-yard line. They didn't give up any points. And then here with better field position to work with, they force a punt. Jaden Carter is standing at his own 41-yard line awaiting the punt from Voilon. Snap is there. Kick is a high kick. Carter says get away, and it is going to take a big roll. Goodness, all the way back inside the 20. And you could see the CCA coaches saying to the return man, hey, man, we got to go into that ball and fair catch it, because by letting it roll, it ends up rolling about 25 yards. And Ouachita Christian's able to flip the field. So a little bit of a miscue there for CCA, allows the field to be flipped. And now it's going to set up another possession with 22 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Cecilia leading North DeSoto 10-7. That's over in Division II non-select. In Division I non-select, Airline has a 7-6 lead over Destrehan. Here we're still scoreless. 1st and 10. Lally with Trosclair. Trosclair pump fakes. It's a screen to Lally. He's got a little wall across the 15. He's going to be shoved out of bounds. Gained about 3 or 4 yards on the play. Good job closing on the play there by Ouachita Christian. They are still looking over Jahari Carter there on the trainer's table, trying to get him to feel a little better, but his hands are buried in his face. It's not good news, I fear. I don't know that he'll be able to be with his guys the rest of the way. He is very emotional down there. They'll hand it to Lally on an inside give. He gets a yard or so, which will bring us to the end of the first quarter with our score. Ouachita Christian 0, CCA 0. A big 3rd down play coming up when we get back. Thanks so much for watching. It's playoff football, baby, on Bayou Sports. It's a reminder, we want to thank our sponsors, State Bank and Trust Company. Cajun Banking, served just the way you like it. member FDIC. Also to my nanny, Lori Bure, and the crew at Mima's Cajun Cuisine. Go visit them today out there in Galliano. And of course, thank our friends at Terrebonne General Health System. Every CCA first down today will be a Terrebonne General first down today. Also want to go ahead and thank our friends at Lady of the Sea General Hospital, compassionate medicine close to home. Joe Septic Contractors, on call 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for all your fencing and septic needs. Golden Motors, where price is priority. Go visit them on the back road and cut off. Also, we want to thank DTB Clothing. Go visit Nick and Claire for all of your clothing needs. The hoodie that I'm wearing right now comes from DTB Clothing. We thank them so much, as well as Bon Terre Credit. If you are in need of a short-term loan or anything of the sort, go visit Bon Terre Credit today. We have played one quarter. Neither offense has really been able to find their footing. The defenses have kind of dominated the early stages. A big third down coming up for CCA here. It's third and about 6. Trosclair in the gun. Gets the snap. Shoots it to the sideline. Carter's got it. There's a Terrebonne General first down. Little pitch and catch out there to the 27-yard line. And the Lions stay on the field. Crowd here making some noise, recognizing their offense. And that's where that last punt was huge for Ouachita Christian. If that ball gets caught at the 40-yard line, that first down puts you across midfield. As a result, instead, look where they are now. They're still only at their own 28-yard line. Trosclair flushed out, looking to throw, and he's going to throw it to the sideline, incomplete. Just kind of threw that one away. It was intended for Bailey Streams. There's a flag on the play, and boy, I got to tell you, I was looking down the field. The CCA fans are making noise like this might be roughing the passer. Let's check on it. It is. Let's see. Personal foul, roughing the passer. So that is not a very wise decision there by Ouachita Christian. As, again, I didn't see it. My eyes were looking down the field following the football, but right away the CCA fans were making noise, so they knew that is a personal foul and a 15-yard penalty. Our score update after a quarter, E.D. White 7, Vanderbilt 6, but E.D. White is driving at the Vanderbilt 17-yard line trying to add on. First and 10 for CCA here. Trosclair tosses it out to the outside. Big gain across midfield. 35-30. Shoved out of bounds and hit late out of bounds. 15 more. Big run for Carson Hebert. Add 15 to it. CCA is on the move. They are in the State Bank red zone. CCA turns the corner, gets outside. Big late hit at the end. And the Lions are cooking with grease now in the scoring zone. Carson Hebert, the senior linebacker, turned H-back, tight end on the offensive side, got the toss that time, and turned it into gold. They'll mark him out at the 31. We saw the late hit clear as day. And it is dead ball, personal foul on the defense, so the ball will now be at the 16-yard line in the State Bank red zone. CCA trying to draw first blood here. 11:36 to go in the opening half. Lally with Owen Trosclair. Going through some checks at the line of scrimmage. Still plenty of time. 12 seconds on the play clock. High snap over the quarterback's head. Trosclair will try to pick it up, and he can't. It is picked up instead by Traxler. And that's a situation there where Trosclair maybe tried to do a little too much. He was trying to pick up the ball instead of maybe just diving on it. And Troxler instead was able to jar it away from him. So the turnover gives the ball to Ouachita Christian and puts CCA's defense back out onto the field. Uncharacteristic mistake for the Lions. Now let's see if the defense could step back into it and get another stop. 1st and 10. Vadrine with Leonard. Vadrine will hand it off tackle run, has a little convoy out there, pushed out of bounds. That's actually not Leonard, that's Jude Turner. And there was a late shove there by a Ouachita Christian player. CCA thought that warranted a flag. No flag came out. So a lot of fans a little upset that there was no flag there. It is a gain of about 7. Second down and 3. Vadrine, a little bit of a high snap, will keep it and be dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Guess who? Carson Hebert on the stop. And my friends watching at home who are not here in Guidry Stadium, we have played 13 minutes. There's 11 minutes and counting in the second quarter. This game is already getting chippy. These two teams do not like one another very much. There's been some pushing and shoving going on after just about every play. We'll see which team gets popped, but I got a feeling it's coming soon. 3rd down and 4. Vadrine waiting on the snap. It's a low snap. There's a flag on the play, and the play will be blown dead. There was a false start there, I think. It looked like the center kind of pump faked a little bit, and it is a dead ball false start. It came the center just kind of had the yips a little bit on that one. So instead of 3rd and 4, it'll be 3rd and 8. The Lion defense has been absolutely flawless so far. They have not allowed a first down in the game. They have moved the ball better than Ouachita Christian has, but the turnover in the red zone is why they don't have points. 3rd and 9. Vadrine in the gun. Gets the snap, rolls out to the right, shoots it to the sideline, caught, and that's a first down. Their go-to guy, Patrick Turpin. I have watched about a quarter and 2 minutes of Ouachita Christian this season, and it's easy to tell Patrick Turpin is their guy. They have gone to him on just about every 3rd down so far. Needed 9, got 11, and it's their first down of the game. All to the 44. Vadrine, inside handoff to Leonard. Got about 2, not a whole lot. Clock continues to run, 9:55 and counting in the opening half. We're still awaiting our first points of the game. The offenses have been moving a little bit in the last couple of drives, just no one's been able to break through and punch it in. Luke Vadrine in the gun. There's the snap. Handoff to Leonard. He's stacked up. Pretty much no gain. A good job by the middle of the Lion defense. Maybe got a yard. So it'll be 3rd down, 9-10 and counting in the opening half. This has been a good ball game, very evenly matched ball game. Ouachita Christian getting to the line of scrimmage. Play clock becoming a little bit of an issue. It's down to 8. Vadrine in an empty shotgun set. Has a little time, shoots it to the sideline. Guess who? There's Turpin, and there's a first down to the 45-yard line. And the Lions have some very bad news on the injury front because Jaden Carter is limping off of the field. We've already seen Jahari Carter leave the game. Now Jaden Carter limping off of the field. Mason Dudak will check into the game, but the Lions are losing some of their playmakers. 1st and 10 for Ouachita Christian. Badreen, play action, shoots it down the seam. Another grab for Turpin across the 35, stacked up and dropped at the 28. But that's another first down, and CCA right now does not have an answer for 0 and white. Patrick Turpin. Let's find him in the formation early. He's in the slot to the left. He's being guarded by Mosley. 1st and 10 from the 28. They hand it to Leonard. Breaks outside. Going to be hit by Dudak and drop near the 20, but a gain of 8 yards. So the Eagles are on the move. CCA got into the red zone and didn't convert. Can the Eagles make something happen here? 2nd and 2, 7:50 and counting in the opening half. Leonard with Vadreen in the gun. Vadreen rolls out. Looks like he wants to run. He's got the first down. Lowers the boom. He got leveled, but he did get the first down for CCA. Number 24, Patrick Williams, delivered a vicious hit, but it is a first down. Don't know if I said it a second ago or not. I'll repeat myself just in case. EDY did kick a field goal. They lead 10-6 against Vanderbilt. 8:51 to go in the opening half there. Here the ball is at the 13-yard line. 7:34 to go. We have an official timeout. I'm not exactly sure what happened here. We have an official timeout. Oh, no, a charge timeout for Ouachita Christian. So let's go ahead and take the break with them. Let's thank some of our sponsors here and catch a quick commercial break here. I want to go ahead and thank Lady of the Sea General Hospital. Get your flu vaccine today. I also want to thank our friends at the Bayou Country Children's Museum just down the road here in Thibodaux. It is a gem. It is a facility that everybody in the area should visit. I want to thank our friend over at James Kabarak in the Kabarak Agency. Faith-based advisor, resource for financial retirement planning, life and disability income insurance, and charitable giving. Give them a call today, 95-258-0510. Also, I want to thank Ashley Barrios, State Farm Agent, 95-632-0988. Back at it here after the timeout, 1st and 10. It is Leonard with Vadreen. They hand it to Leonard off right tackle inside the 10. Tripped up at about the 7, gain of about 5. Carson Hebert on the stop. I want to thank Coach Amy Blanchard. Boy, Coach, you are the MVP. Just giving nothing but scoreboard updates. Ruston 21, Southside 7, Neville 14, Chalmette 0, Airline 21, Destran 13. Thanks to Coach Blanchard for those scoreboard updates. 2nd down and 5 here. Handoff to Leonard, dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Big hit that time from number 21, Lucas Lally. The Lions have already forced 1 field goal attempt in the game. Let's see if they could do it again. 3rd and 5 coming up. 6:33 and counting in the opening half. Coach Turner urging his defense to try to make a play. You've got to locate number 0, Turpin. He's in the slot to the right. He has made catch after catch so far in the night. Vadreen Looking for him in the corner of the end zone. Tipped up and batted away. They were trying to get it to Turpin. Bailey Stream said, not this time. Does an excellent job breaking off of the coverage and batting the ball away. And now the Eagles have a decision. Do you try another field goal of which you've missed one, or do you go for it here and risk maybe getting nothing? Fourth down and 5. A huge play in our game. This place could go crazy if CCA gets a stop. Madreen with Leonard. A timeout is being called. The Ouachita Christian coach is sprinting across the sideline calling timeout. So it's 6:09 to go right before the most probably biggest play of the game so far. We'll take a timeout and remind you guys, if you're in need of an attorney, consider the law office of Dre Jean Bonjaro, LLC, attorney and notary. Give her a shout today. Also, again, want to remind you guys that every first down today is brought to you by our friends at Terrebonne General Health System and the Community Sports Institute. We thank Terrebonne General so much for their support of what we're doing here at Bayou Sports. If you're shopping for a vehicle, go ahead and give a call to Trapp Chevrolet, www.trappauto.com. We thank Mr. Hanky Trapp and the Trapp family for their support. Joe Septic Contractors, on call 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for all your fencing and septic needs. We also want to thank Rev, RTC, E-Tel, and Vision Communications are now Rev. They are the official the internet service provider of Bayou Sports. 4th and 5. It looks like the Eagles are going to send their field goal team on. They had a change of heart, and they're going to attempt the short field goal. Points at a premium today. Maybe not a bad decision, but you got to bang it home. It's a 25-yard try for Gavin Polk. Snap is there. Kick is up, and he made it. So, Ouachita Christian does take the lead on a 25-yard field goal. It's 3-0 with 6:04 to go in the opening half. And the difference in the game so far, the Lions got into the red zone and turned it over. The Eagles got into the red zone and was able to salvage the field goal. And, you know, we keep giving you guys injury updates, and we could probably just about with 100% certainty confirm now Jahari Carter is going to be out for the rest of the game. He has, in fact, taken off his uniform. The shoulder pads are off. So just really bad news for Carter, who is a really good kid. He's been a big part of what CCA has done. The news looks a little more promising for little brother Jaden Carter. He's not in the game here in this kick return, but he has gotten his helmet back and looks like he is going to be available to come back at some point. It appeared to be cramping for him. So we'll see if the Lions could maybe pop a return here. Polk not standing very far away from the ball. I don't think he's going to even be trying to get a touchback here. No, just a little pop-up kick. And the Lions got to get under this. The ball is rolling. It's hit on the ground, and I think CCA got it. But, man, what a scary situation there. The Lions were just kind of caught in a tough spot there. Polk put the ball in a great spot, and CCA's upbacks were just kind of not ready. So the Lions very fortunate to recover that fumble, and they will play a 1st and 10. Looking on the sideline, trying to find 4 for CCA. That would be Jaden Carter. I don't see him. He was with the trainer a minute ago. But then he did get up and went and talked to Coach Jesse Turner. I think the conversation was, hey, I'm good. But now I don't even see him. He's not on the field. 1st and 10. Lions give it to Lolly, bouncing outside. Now cutting back in. Lowers the shoulder. being hit hard, but he's going to get about 7 yards on the play. And Lolly's helmet came off at the end of the run, so he's going to have to leave for a play. Carson Hebert will check in for him. Second and 3. Ball on the left side of the formation. Trosclair waiting on the snap. Play clock down to 8. He's got to hurry. He has Hebert with him in the backfield. Play clock down to 3, 2, 1. He does get it off, and it is a busted play, and he gets swallowed up. That is a situation where Coach Jesse Turner probably wishes he would have just called a timeout. The play clock was running down, have a new running back in the game, and you could see there was a miscommunication between Trosclair and Hebert, and it leads to a loss, which will set up a 3rd and 7. 4:38 and counting in the opening half. This is a big play for CCA. They would love to keep their offense on the field, if for no other reason than to just keep their defense off of the field, give them a little bit of a break. I say that like the offense and the defense aren't both one and the same here with so many two-way players. 3rd and 7. Trosclair shoots it to the sideline, caught by Streams, but he's going to be slung down well short of the first down. I don't think there's much of a decision here for Coach Turner. They are going to probably punt this ball away. It's 4th and 3, but the offense is staying on the field. I think what we're going to see here is a hard count, try to get him to jump off sides, and then a timeout, then punt the ball. I don't think there's any way they're going to snap this football, but let's find out together. Deep in their own territory, 10 seconds on the play clock. They try with the hard count. The defense doesn't flinch, and I think with the play clock now down to 3, 2, 1, there's the timeout. I mean, we had that one pegged there. There was just no way they were going to snap the ball this deep in their own territory. So the timeout is called. I think now the punt team will come on out. The one thing that Ouachita Christian has to be mindful of is that the quarterback is the punter. So there is a situation where, there maybe you could do a fake or something of the sort. I say that. It's actually Carson Hebert who's the punter. And you could hear a coach up here in the press box who just screamed to watch the fake. They need 3 yards, but they are deep in their own territory. It'd be a big risk to fake it from here. We'll see what the Lions opt to do. Hebert got to get the snap to him. The snap was an issue the first time they tried. The snap is good. The kick is away. It is a good punt. He's going to chase Turpin over his head, and he will pick it up at the 13. He'll turn the corner and be hit and dropped near the 30-yard line. So a really good return from Turpin, but an excellent punt from number 10, Carson Hebert. So 3:15 now for the Eagles to try to add to their lead. Remember, they will get the first possession of the second half. So a chance to maybe have 2 possessions in a row here. It'll be key for the CCA defense to try to lock down. Madreen waiting on the shotgun snap. He is alone back there. He's got it. Has a clean pocket. Now look to run across the 40, and he'll slide down. Don't know that he'll get the first down there. It's where you start your slide. He slid across the markers, and they're actually going to move the chains. So he got right at 10. Tell you what, this Luke Vadreen, the quarterback for the Eagles, he's good. He's a game manager. He just doesn't make any mistakes, doesn't put the ball at risk in the gun by himself. Shoots it to the sideline, caught, and stacked up after a short gain. Is number 27, King. Or not, excuse me, number 32, Jude Turner. Pickup of about 5, but the most important thing for CCA right now is the clock continues to run. 2:25 and counting. And the Eagles are not in an imminent rush. 2:14 and counting. They did get into a huddle. Second and about 6. Madrine hands it to Leonard. Drives across midfield, and he does have a first down to the 46-yard line. Gain of about 6 or 7 yards. Clock will stop momentarily. It will start as soon as the chains are set, which is right about now. And there goes the clock, 1:50 and counting. And again, the Eagles really not in much of a rush. They are now in CCA territory, 1:40 and counting. They hand it to Leonard, stacked up near the 41, gain of about 6. Clock running, 1:25 and counting. The Eagles are getting good yards running the football, but I just don't know if they have enough plays at the speed that they're going right now to get enough snaps here to get anywhere in a hurry. They've got 1:10 now and counting. It is 2nd and 6. They're at the 41-yard line. Madrine shoots it to the sideline, and Streams will drop the receiver, Edwards. And he's going to get around the line of scrimmage, but again, the clock continuing to run, 47 seconds, and the Eagles are going to call a timeout. I don't know if they've handled the clock very well so far in this drive. They have been very methodical, very patient, and now it's a situation where they don't have a whole lot of time left and still have a little ways to go. It will be 3rd down. When play resumes. The Eagles, of course, will get the football to start the 3rd quarter. Maybe that's a little bit of the reason why they've had kind of this methodical approach. It'll be 3rd and 4. This is unofficial. This is Casey Gisclair saying this. This is not the official saying this. I don't think Ouachita Christian has any more timeouts. I want to say I remember them calling 2 others in addition to the one that they just called. So I don't think they have any more timeouts. They got 46 seconds to go. At the most, they would have 1 more. Madrine waiting on the snap. Strong side of the field to the right. It is 3rd down. He rolls out to the left. Shoot it to the sideline, and it's caught. And that is a first down grab by Edwards. He does get out of bounds. So that's a better job there. A short play that takes just a couple of seconds, and they get out of bounds. So they're now to the 31. Everything short of the sticks here that is inbounds is going to just run a bunch of clock. They're going to have to get on the ball quickly and spike it. As we now have 1st and 10. The cowbells are ringing. See if the defense for the Lions can make a play. Madrine flushed out, shoots it to the sideline. It's caught. Boy, I thought there was some OPI there. Number 14, Luke Edwards, was not running her out. He was just blocking. But they're going to go ahead and give him the catch, and it is a gain of 11, gets out of bounds and a first down. Sure looked like a pick play there was being run by the Eagles. The officials saw it differently. 36 seconds now to go. Madrine rolls out to the right. Shoots it to the sideline. Incomplete. Was trying to get it to Turpin. And the Lions were all over that. It was actually a pretty dangerous throw. It falls incomplete with 31 seconds to go. Now 2nd and 10. So what you have to be careful with here if you're the Eagles, all right, let's say you do a 2nd down play, you get 3-4 yards, you go clock it. Well, guess what? It would then be 4th down. So you have to be very careful with how you manage this situation. Vadrine looks to the sidelines. It is caught and getting out of bounds near the 15-yard line is Luke Edwards. Did not get the 1st down, but because he got out of bounds, it's not an issue. 26 seconds to go. We know that the Eagles are in field goal range. They missed a field goal from right around here earlier in the game, but the kicker had plenty of leg. He just missed it to the right. Crowd making some noise. CCA needs a stop. They do not want to allow a touchdown before the half. Vadrine flushed out to the left, looking to run. He's going to get out of bounds. I think he's got the 1st down with 20 seconds to go. Yep, they'll give it to him. So he got just about a half yard across. The Eagles have done an outstanding job. Look, I was very critical early in the drive, thought they were running too much time. But since they called that last time out, everything has been quick and everything has been to the sidelines. And it's actually CCA who will call a timeout now to try to regroup. For the Eagles, if you get tackled inbounds, you've got a boogie. You've got to make sure you clock the ball 20 seconds. You got time to clock it with 20 seconds, but not a whole lot of time to spare. Just across the way here in Thibodaux, E.D. White has taken a 17-6 lead over Vanderbilt Catholic, 137 to go in the opening half there. Vanderbilt got the opening kick for a touchdown, and it's really been all E.D. White since then. I know we're high school football hot and heavy, but how about this? Georgia Tech is leading Georgia 10-0 at the 2-minute timeout. Georgia, as everybody just assumed, would be going to the college football playoff. If they don't win that game, yeah, they're not. So they're going to have to rally back. Here it's 3-0, 1st and 10. Vadrine waiting on the snap. The Lions are trying to make a tackle inbounds. Vadrine shoots it down the middle. Incomplete. It was a slant pattern. A good job breaking up the slant pattern by the defender, number 3, Stephen Mosley. And with 15 seconds to go, the Eagles will take another shot. You are rolling the dice here, I must say, because with 15 seconds to go, if you take a sack, if you throw a short pass, get tackled in bounds, you will not have enough time to clock the football. This is a risk here from the Eagles. Vadrine flushed out to the right, shoots it down the seam. It's caught, and he's in bounds, and now they're going to have to clock it. 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just got it off. He clocked it with no time left. And Ouachita Christian just woefully mismanaged the clock, and they just cost themselves points before the half. They caught a pass inbounds at the 3-yard line, and we said it. They were running the risk severely of running out of time, and they did. So it's halftime. It is 3-0 Ouachita Christian over CCA. We'll be back with some halftime thoughts, but we're going to also catch a little breather here and kind of roll the commercials for quite some time here. Thanks so much for watching on Bayou Sports.
Chris's Specialty Foods has been making Cajun meat products for over 30 years. Here at Chris's, we do the prep work so you can be the hero at your house. We have expanded to 4 locations and now serve home-cooked hot plate lunches at our new Highland location. It takes a lot of technology to keep us running. We use Rev Business and have all 4 of their services. If you have multiple locations, Rev is the perfect partner for your point of sale and telephone. Rev Business is authentic Louisiana, just like Chris's.
My name's Courtney Dewey. My name's Cameron Ojo. I'm Kaylin Hyder. My name's Phoenix Bure. I'm Julie Conway. I'm Caitlin Luke. I'm Caroline Hebel. My name's Connor Lawrence. I'm Marley Robbins. My name's Vicky. We are the Salad Food Varsity Volleyball Team, and we support Bayou Sports. Go Stars!
Hi, my name is Ace Alma, and I play for Governmental Middle School, and I support Bayou Sports.
What's up, guys? Cooper Otto here, sophomore quarterback, Vanderbilt Catholic, and I support Bayou Sports. Go Dogs!
Hello, my name is Faith Edwards. I play for Hype Softball Team, and I support Bayou Sports.
All right, both teams are back out onto the field. We're going to be playing second half football in 2 minutes and 38 seconds, according to the scoreboard. Casey just Claire here. We want to thank everybody for watching on Bayou Sports tonight. We are having a wonderful time out here at John L. Guidry Stadium. Hopeful that we could see a little more offense in the second half. Hopeful that we could see a little more scoring in the second half. The story of the opening half is missed opportunities both ways. Ouachita Christian missed a short field goal. Excuse me, and they also ran out of time at the 3-yard line. They had the football driving in, trying to add insurance, got tackled inbounds, clock ran out for CCA. Missed opportunities, had the ball in the red zone. Snap goes over the quarterback's head. You can't convert. So which team is going to better take advantage of their opportunities in the second half will probably be the team that's going to move on to the semifinals. Now, one thing to pay attention to on the CCA side, injuries are starting to pile up. We already told you Jahari Carter. I mean, they got a big old wrap on his leg. He is not going to be available. And then I saw Jaden Carter at the end of the first half, who looked like he was, maybe going to be available. He would have to get carried to the locker room. He's fighting some cramps, and he's got some things going on there. So two of CCA's skilled playmakers, or at least one of them's out for the game. We'll check on Jaden Carter, which just kind of limits what the Lions could do. So we'll be seeing if they're able to give it a go in the second half. Thank everybody for watching. Got a good ball game here. We've given you a bunch of scores. We'll continue to give you a bunch of scores. It's a cold night in Thibodaux, but we are blessed to be in the warm press box here at Guidry Stadium. We're going to look CCA getting a little self-pep talk, and then they will take the field. Coach Jesse Turner having a conversation with some of the officials. I know that the Lions thought that on some of those pass plays at the end of the first half, as here come the Lions, some of those pass plays at the end of the first half, there was a little grabbing maybe going on, but according to Coach Turner's perspective, of course. It's one thing I really like about Jesse is he's going to explain to the official what he thinks he's seeing, but he's going to do so in a respectful way. And when you do that, you earn a little, equity with the official, and now you're going to be more likely to maybe get that call a little later on in the game. Whereas if you go at him yelling and screaming and throwing your headset, that doesn't usually do any good for anybody. So, love the mild-mannered approach. The Eagles will have the football first to start the third quarter. Carson Hebert will be kicking it away. CCA's defense played a wonderful first half. Let's see if they could continue to do that here. We're underway in the third quarter. Hebert's kick, chasing the return man back to the 5-yard line, working it up the field across the 20. Has a seam dropped at the 25. That is number 15. Voila. So here comes the Eagles for their first possession of the third quarter with a 3-0 lead. Vadrine was very upset with the clock management at the end of the first half. He was slamming his fist into the turf. Let's see how the Eagles respond. They did move the football effectively in that drive, but were not able to turn it into points. Vadrine with Leonard in the backfield. They give it to Leonard. Has a nice seam, a big hole across the 40. Drop to the 43-yard line, a gain of 13, and it's a first down on first down. So it'll be 1st and 10. Cowbells are ringing. The home crowd trying to will their defense to a stop. Play action. Vadrine shoots a slant that's caught. Driving, and the ball's out. Let's see who recovered it. I think the Eagles did. It is a catch out to the 40-yard line, but there was a fumble at the end of the play, and boy, Patrick Turpin saved his team, diving on the football at the 39-yard line. So now CCA again with their backs against their goal lines here, and the Eagles are trying to get a 2-score lead. Vadrine hands it to Leonard. Leonard breaks a tackle, driving, pushing forward across the 20, dropped at the 17. And my goodness, you're starting to see some running lanes open up for the Eagles, and CCA is going to have to stiffen up in a big way. Mind you, this is an undefeated CCA team. I don't know how often they have even been behind this season, much less in the second half. 1st and 10. They hand it to Leonard off right tackle. Turning the corner, has a big gain again near the first down sticks. And I think he's got the first down. Oh, they'll say 2nd down and 1. They mark him back to about the 8-yard line. The Lions were in this situation earlier in the game. They forced a field goal attempt, which was no good. Can they stiffen up once more? But boy, the Eagles have come out and they have been firing out in a big way to start the third quarter. There's the snap. They hand it to Leonard, a big seam, and he's into the end zone. So Ouachita Christian drives straight down the field and takes a 9-0 lead. And it was a big dose of making Leonard on that drive, and it's 9-0. The extra point try coming. Snap is there. Kick is up. It is right down the middle. So it is 10-0 Eagles. They go down the field and drive it 70 yards for a score. And now the Lions are going to have to find a way to answer. Down 2 scores here in the third quarter. 10-11 to go in the third. Thank everybody for watching here on Bayou Sports. My high school score plug has kind of dried up a little bit, but we did have some scores right before the half. Plaquemine leading Opelousas 21-8. Destrehan leading Airline 34-13. St. Thomas More and Carr are tied 14-all. And here it's 10-0 now after Ouachita Christian goes down the field and scores. CCA will have to try to find some explosiveness. First things first, you got to field this kick because Gavin Polk put it in a great spot the last time, and it nearly turned into a recovery. It's that same style pop-up kick that'll be fair caught. Well, not fair caught at the 35-yard line. Working outside as Lally has a seam breaking across the 40, dropped at the 48. So there, CCA makes them pay for the shark kick. Lally says, okay, I'm going to just go and be an up back and then catch the ball and work up the field. And that's exactly what he does. And CCA will have the ball in great starting field position. But there's a flag. I didn't even see that there was a flag on the play at the 37. So my apologies. There's a flag on the play, and this is going to come back. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, which was the 37. I didn't see what the foul was. but the ball's back to the 27-yard line. So the long return has been negated by penalty. I know Coach Turner wasn't happy because he thought there was actually a face mask on Lally during the return. They didn't see that, but they did see something out there, maybe a block in the back or something of the sort. Trosclair with Lally. They hand it to Lally, and he's going nowhere. Slung backwards for a loss. Good job by the Eagles defense, number 50, Stacy Shaw. You could see these Eagles are playing with a lot more fire in the second half. I don't know if they just kind of got the butterflies out, long bus trip and all the different things going against them on the road, but they are playing with a lot more vengeance so far to start the third quarter. Trosclair waiting on the snap. He's got it. Throws it as far as he can down the field. Looking for Streams. That's interference. Yes, there's the flag. It's actually not that bad of a decision by Aiden Aldridge, the defensive back, because it's only a 15-yard penalty. Whereas if you didn't grab him, it would have probably been a touchdown. So it's not a bad decision there by the defender to just kind of wrap up Bailey Streams, but he does get behind the defense, and it will be a 15-yard gain. And it is a Terrebonne General first down. And again, I'll tell you this, that was a smart penalty. Because if you don't grab him, Streams catches the ball and he might take it to the house, whereas if you just wrap him up, it's just 15 yards. The guys in the radio booth to my left for Ouachita Christian saying the exact same thing. They're saying, hey, that was good penalty, if there is such a thing. 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 39-yard line. Trosclair will keep it, breaks a tackle across the 40 and stacked up at the 42-yard line, so gain of about 3 or 4. $8:55 and counting in the third quarter. Be 2nd and 7. See if the Lions could stay ahead of the chains here on 2nd down and 7. Trosclair flushed out. Throwing it as deep as he can down the field, and it's picked off. Intercepted at the 20-yard line, and boy, the guy who has been a menace to CCA all night, Patrick Turpin, just made a big play on defense, intercepting it at the 20. And now the Lions are really up against it, down multiple scores, 8:22 to go in the third. Still plenty of game left, but the vibe in the stadium just is not very good right now for the home team. Trosclair's pass was just a little underthrown, and the defender slid under it. 1st and 10. Leonard with Badreen. He'll throw it out to the sidelines. CCA misses a tackle, working up the field and dropped. The gain of about 7. That is the ball carrier, number 15 for the Eagles. That is Voiland. CCA had a chance to sling him for pretty much no gain, but missed an open field tackle. $7:50 and counting. 2nd and 4. Badreen hands it to Leonard. Leonard has a first down, still driving. He may house this one. Gets tripped up at the 47-yard line. The last guy that could have tripped him up that time was Patrick Williams, who makes a good open field tackle. But my, oh my, the Eagles have come out with a vengeance here in the third quarter. They've already scored once, and they are threatening to score again. 7:16 and counting. It'll be 1st and 10. Hand it off to Leonard. Hit near the line of scrimmage. Spinning. Boy, look at him go. He gets a first down. What a run that time from Macon Leonard. Just keeps his legs churning. And an outstanding run and another first down for the Eagles.
34-yard line, 1st and 10 Eagles.
CCA's defense is in desperate need of a stop. But the Eagles are threatening to really blow this thing open. Off tackle handoff, driving after a gain of about 6 or 7. It's a new ball carrier, Jude Turner, on the carry. Pickup of about 7. .6:12 and counting. Ouachita Christian up 10-0, trying to add to their lead. CCA kind of getting beat up front here, trying to get a push. They hand it to Turner, bouncing to the outside, making a man miss inside the 20 to the 17. It's another first down. And the big offensive line of the Ouachita Christian Eagles is just starting to wear down CCA a little bit. There's a big size advantage for the road team here. And it wasn't profound in the first half, but as this game has gone on, that advantage has become a big deal. 1st and 10 from the red zone. Vadrine hands it to Leonard, who's checked back into the game. Short gain that time of about 2. So better job by the CCA defense that time. Bring up 2nd and 8. You just figure that the Lions have to at least force the field goal here. You can't fall behind 3 scores with 5:14 to go in the third quarter. Still plenty of time on the play clock. 2nd and 8. Vadrine with Leonard. They hand it to Leonard off right tackle. The Lions are there, and they stack him up. No gain. Much better job by the CCA defense that time, and it'll bring up 3rd and long. Big number 73 for CCA, who I don't have on the lineup, but I'm told is Cabron Thomas made the stop. You figure Vadrine's going to be putting it in the air here. Can the Lions swat it away or maybe even get under it? The cowbells are ringing. Vadrine looking to throw. Now he's looking to run. Flushed out. He's got a first down, and he slides across the sticks. Got to about the 8 or 9 yard line, and it is a first down. I mentioned it earlier in the game. This quarterback, Vadrine, is one heck of a player. We use the phrase in broadcasting, game manager, and sometimes it becomes almost like an insult. And they're actually going to, oh boy, he got a bad spot. They're going to mark him short. So it's 4th and 1. My apologies. I said he got the first down. It is 4th and 1. CCA with a chance here to get off the field. 3:35 and counting. There's a flag on the play. I think it was a false start. Oh, might be a delay of game also. There was 0 in the play clock. Dead ball, false start. Ah, that hurts. Instead of 4th and about a half a yard, it'll be 4th and about 5.5 yards. And now what decision do the Eagles make? The public address announcer here urging the fans to continue to ring the bells. The CCA defense is trying to ring the bell of getting a stop. 4th and 5. Vadrine gets the snap flushed out to the right. He has a lot of room to run. He's got a first down, and he gets out of bounds at the 5. Just a bootleg out to the right, and there was a lot of green grass for the quarterback, Luke Vadrine, to the point that I was saying before the 4th down play. As broadcasters, we often say, well, such and such is a game manager, and it becomes almost like a negative, like, well, he can't throw the ball down the field, or he can't do this, can't do that. In the case of Luke Vadrine, it's a compliment. He does all of the things that are asked of him, and he is a very steady high school quarterback. He's got Leonard in the backfield with him here. It's an inside handoff. He's tripped up near the line of scrimmage. Good job by the Lion defense. Number 27 that time on the tackle. That was Peyton Trosclair. So 2nd and goal. But one thing that the Eagles have done, they have burned a lot of time off the clock on this drive. We're already down to 2:40 and counting in the 3rd quarter. Vadrine in the gun. Hand off to Leonard, and he's dropped behind the line of scrimmage back to the 5. Excellent job by the Lion defense that time. Cade Quick on the stop. And now it'll be 3rd and goal from the 5. If you force a field goal, it still would be a 2-score game, which is very manageable for CCA. A touchdown would make it a 3-score game, and that's when things get really dicey for the Lions. So this is a huge play here. Crowd making noise. The quarterback, Vadrine, will be in the gun by himself. Will he try to make a play with his legs? We'll find out together. Inside quarterback run. He's hit and he's shoved back. He did not score, but he got close. He got to about the 1.5 yards. Now will the Eagles try to drive the stake in and go for it on 4th down, risk maybe not scoring at all? 4th and goal from about the 1.5 yard line. 1:15 and counting in the 3rd quarter. CCA's defense has to get a stop here. The crowd making some noise. Can the Eagles get a surge? A closed-up shotgun set. Vadrine with Leonard. Vadrine rolls out to the left, and he's going to walk into the end zone. The crowd goes silent as the Eagles go down the field, use a bunch of time, and add another touchdown to their lead. It's 16-0. What a drive. CCA stiffened up near the goal line, but a great job by the Eagles punching it in. Snap is there, kick is up, and it is right down the middle. That's a big extra point. It's now a 17-0 game. It's going to be tough for the Lions now, but there is still some time left, 53 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Let's go ahead and thank some of our sponsors here on Bayou Sports, including State Bank and Trust Company. Cajun banking served just the way you like it. When CCA is in the red zone, it is the State Bank red zone. Unfortunately, the Lions have not been there a whole lot tonight. We want to go ahead and thank also Mimo's Cajun Cuisine. Go visit my nanny, Lori Bourret, and her team at Mimo's out on the back road in Galliano. I also want to go ahead and thank our Tommy Bado and the law offices of Tommy J. Bado. If you are in a car wreck and you're injured, there's only one name you need to know. You better call Bado. Give him a ring today at 985-303-7777. I also want to thank Dufresne Building Materials so much for their support, as well as Lady of the Sea General Hospital, compassionate medicine close to home. The Lions have for sure not been in this spot this year. They are undefeated, and they have not been down by multiple scores in the second half. We'll see how they could answer. Gavin Polk, the kicker, has come with that little pop kick a couple of times today. Lolly caught the last one and returned it. Lolly's going to catch this one as well at the 30. And he's going to be dropped at the 32. So good job in kick coverage there by the Eagles. And it'll be 1st and 10 for CCA. The Lions' down the field weapons are limited right now with the Carters out of the game. So now it's going to be up to someone else to try to step up here, make some plays down the field for CCA, down 3 scores in late in the third quarter. Trosclair leading his guys out there. Carson Hebert will be in the backfield with him. Trips to the right side of the formation. There's the snap. This is going to be a toss to Hebert. Has a nice seam, dives across the 40, gain of about 7. So good job by Carson Hebert there. Thought for a second that was going to be a halfback pass. Carson caught the ball so deep in the back that it looked like he was looking up the field to maybe throw, but then he did work his way up the field, got 7 yards running. "21 seconds and counting. CCA does not have to run another play before the end of the quarter, but it looks like they will. Trosclair hands it to Lolly, breaks through the line of scrimmage. He's got a first down and more, diving near midfield. So that'll be the end of the third quarter, and it is a very good play for CCA, about a 10-yard gain, but the Lions have work to do. They're down 17-0 with 12 minutes of regulation football left. We're going to catch a quick break. When we get back, the final quarter of the game in regulation here on Bayou Sports. Let's thank Joe Septic Contractors, on call 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for all your fencing and septic needs. We thank the team at Joe's. We also want to go ahead and thank, Synergy Bank. We thank them so much for all of their support of Bayou Sports for all your banking needs. Golden Motors, where price is priority. Visit them on the back road in Cutoff, www.goldenmotors.com. DTB Clothing. Go visit Nick and Claire for all your clothing needs. And then we've also got 4 Horsemen Tackle. Boy, if you like to fish, you like to, enjoy Louisiana living in the great outdoors, 4 Horsemen Tackle has all of the best tackle. Help you catch all those big fish that you are always hunting for in the water. Lions now going right to left, though the ball is exactly at midfield, so they didn't have to do anything except turn around. Handed to Lolly, and he's dropped for a loss back to the 47-yard line. Just nothing there. $11:44 and counting. Ouachita Christian really controlled the third quarter, played some really good football. And we will see if the Lions could answer with a flurry in the fourth. But it's going to be tough against this Eagle defense, which just has not allowed a whole lot. 2nd and 12. Trosclair under pressure, shoots it to the sideline. It is caught, and it is going to be near the sticks at about the 42-yard line. Good pitch and catch that time out to number 6, Landon LeCompte. Be 3rd and 3. Lions have the strong side of the field to the right. Trosclair, oh my goodness, a lot of penetration, and they drop him back on the other side of midfield. And it'll be 4th down. So it'll be 4th and 10, down 17. They got to go for it. Trosclair with a man in motion. It's a screen. They have it set up. Can they get up the field enough? They can't. Be tripped up just short of the 1st down. Will Carson Abear, he needed 10. He got about 8. So that will turn it over on downs to Ouachita Christian, and that's going to be a big blow to the Lions with 10:16 to go. So the Eagles will take over. First and 10. Waiting on the snap. It's a handoff to Turpin, looking to turn the corner on the left side. He's going to be hit near the line of scrimmage and drop. So good job by the CCA defense there. Cecilia, boy, my guy Dennis Gaines has a 36-13 lead over North DeSoto. My goodness. Cecilia is always ready for this time of the year, and they're playing exceptionally well. 2nd and 10. Madrine waiting on the snap. Strong side of the field to the right. He hands it. No play action. It's batted at the line of scrimmage. Good job by the Lions there, pushing it to the turf. So 3rd and 10 coming up for the Eagles with 9:28 to go in the 3rd quarter. Can CCA force a stop and get off the field? Play action. It's a screen out in the flats, and it's a 1st down and more. Lowering the boom and staying on his feet as Jude Turner gets to the 40-yard line. A big gain and a 1st down. Now the clock continues to run. Leonard. Vadrine will keep it off right tackle. A big seam. Bouncing to the outside, and he slides to the turf down at the 20-yard line. It's gained about 20 and a 1st down. Luke Vadrine has been outstanding tonight. The 1-2 punch of 19, Luke Vadrine, and number 3, Macon Leonard. In this second half especially, have been absolutely tremendous. Clock continues to run, 8:28 and counting. Just gotten word that Vanderbilt Catholic has taken the lead over E.D. White with 11:25 to go in regulation. It's now 18-17. Here it's 17-0 in favor of the Eagles. Running the play clock all the way down as you would expect. It's a stretch run to the outside to Turner, and he's got some blocking, and he's going to get about 6 or 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3. About the only negative there for the Eagles is that the ball carrier got out of bounds. So the clock does stop, but they are in the red zone at the 14-yard line. Second and 3. Handoff off left tackle. Turner breaking tackles will be dropped. He didn't get the first down, but got about 1.5 yards. Be 3rd and 1. 7:23 and counting. Turner in the backfield with Vadrine. The Lions desperately need to force a turnover or something of the sort. They hand it to Turner. He's got a first down inside the 10, dropped at about the 8, and that is another first down. And it is more time that will come off of the clock. And a bunch of flags on the play. This was all extracurricular after the play was completed. I ain't going to lie. I was looking down at my iPad trying to get some scores. I did not see what happened, but there were some extracurriculars. And it is dead ball, personal foul on CCA. So that'll move it even closer. They already had a first down. They'll now be even closer, and it'll be 1st and goal. Coach Jesse Turner will not be happy with that, as the ball is now at the 4-yard line. First and goal. Leonard is back in the game with Vadrine. Sending a man in motion. It's an outside stretch run. Cutting inside and getting into the end zone is the ball carrier, Patrick Turpin. So the Eagles continue to add on. Turpin puts 6 more on the board, and that's just about the straw that'll break CCA's back there. 6:37 to go. It's now 23-0. So await the extra point try. This has got a bunch of scores from Coach Amy Blanchard. We'll shout out some of them. Kick is up, and it is good. It is now 24-0. Looks like Ouachita Christian is going to be heading to the semifinals in Division 4 Select. But around the state, we have Ruston leading 49-7 over Southside. Logansport 21, Franklin 6. Madison Prep 7, Estruma 6. Central Baton Rouge 21, West Monroe 7. Shaw and John F. Kennedy are tied 14 apiece. Let's see. We have John Curtis leading Turlings 31-3. Alexandria leading Byrd 28-26, and Union Parish leading Kinder 48-14. So look at our scoreboard from around the state of Louisiana. Of course, around the Bayou region, Vanderbilt leading E.D. White 18-17 with 11:25 to go. That game's on YouTube, so I will go ahead and put that game on YouTube on the other iPad so that we could give you some more up-to-date. Vanderbilt actually has the ball back there trying to add on. Would be an upset to some, but boy, both of those teams are really good. So the kickoff will be coming here from Ouachita Christian, and they will kick it away. This is their first deep shot at it, and they kick it into the end zone, so it's a touchback. They've been trying those pop-up kicks, and boy, if you got a dude that could put it in the end zone, why not, just kick it deep? That's what they do there. .637 to go. It looks like CCA's ride might come to an end here tonight. They're down 24-0. The Lions would need a crazy rally. If they're not able to get it, it's not in any way going to diminish what has been an unbelievable season for this team. Making it to the state quarterfinals, undefeated regular season, district championship. All in year 2 for Coach Jesse Turner and his staff. Coming a hard count. Trosclair throws as far as he can down the field, looking for a bear, incomplete, batted away. Good job in coverage that time by the Eagles, swatting it away, and it will be 2nd and 10. It was a 50-50 ball, and the defense just kind of separated him from it. Vanderbilt has just converted a big 4th down against E.D. White, keeping possession. They are in Cardinal territory with 6:45 to go, leading by a point. So E.D. White desperately needs the ball back there. Here, CCA desperately needs some points. 2nd and 10. Trosclair shoots it to the sideline. Streams has it. He's going to be shoved out. Got a little bit, not a whole lot, but he does get up the field some. Be 3rd and about 3. Ball at the 26-yard line. 6:24 and counting in regulation here. Trosclair shoots it to Streams on the sideline. Streams is stacked up well behind the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles just continue to swarm to the ball and make life miserable for CCA. It's 4th down. Coach Turner is going to leave the guys out there. You have to have the ball to have a chance here. 6 minutes and counting. Fourth and 2. If Trosclair will maybe try to run for it here. He's in an empty shotgun set. It is a design quarterback run, and they're trying to push him. I think he's got it. Yeah, he's got a 1st down. So that is a Terrebonne General 1st down. But the Eagles are okay as the clock continues to run.
With
5:24 to go. Trosclair looks to throw. He's going deep. He's got Streams. Bailey's got it. This might be a house call. 15, 10, 5. CCA's on the board. It was a hitch and go. Bailey Streams got behind the defense there, and CCA adds their first points of the game. It's 24-6. Really good throw that time. Bailey Streams took the top off of the defense, and CCA gets on the board. There have been a couple of 50-50 balls down the field that CCA has not been able to cash in on. That one was not a 50-50 ball. The receiver was 5 yards behind the defense that time. Now the ball at the 3-yard line. CCA has to convert this 2-point conversion. 8 plus 8 plus 8 would be 24. You got to convert all of these 2-point plays, though. Trosclair in the gun by himself. It's a design quarterback run, and he's in. So let's see. Yeah, they're going to mark him in. So CCA does get the first 8. Now we'll see if they can maybe recover an onside kick or if this game can maybe get dicey. With 5:07 to go, it is 24-8. Very interesting circumstances and situations here. The Eagles are still in control, but the Lions have just made a play to get a little closer. Out across the street over at E.D. White, Vanderbilt has just converted another 4th down, and there's 4:45 to go. They're still driving up a point. And the Cardinals are running out of time in a big way, trying to get the ball back. Here you figure it's onside kick time for Coach Turner and his guys in a 24-8 ball game. Carson Hebert will have the ball on the tee. The hands team is on the field for the Eagles. They've got a bunch of dudes 10 yards away, all spread out across the field. There's a lot of green grass around, like let's say the 35-yard line. If Carson wants to kick it a little ways down the field, he'll try the traditional onside kick. It takes a roll. Who's got it? I think CCA's got it. Don't turn off the live stream just yet. CCA has just recovered an onside kick at the 38-yard line, and this one's not over yet. CCA will have the ball in plus territory with 5:02 to go. Man, oh man, a game that felt like it was just about all in favor of the road team, and now CCA with just a little crack in the door is trying to break the door down here. They've got to get another touchdown and another 2-point conversion, which would make it a 1-score game. There is still 5 minutes and 2 seconds on the clock. Trosclair just completed a long touchdown pass to Bailey Streams. It is 1-on-1, 2 Streams on the left side. Trosclair rolling out, shoots it to the sideline. It's caught, and they're going to be driven down at the 25-yard line. Bailey Streams again. That is a Terrebonne General first down. E.D. White has just forced Vanderbilt to miss a field goal with 2:25 to go. The Cardinals will have the ball with 2:25 to go, needing a field goal to win it. Here, Trosclair shoots it to the sideline. Streams dropped it. Well, didn't drop it. He didn't get a foot down. So he's out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, 2nd and 10. 4:35 to go. It'll be 2nd and 10 for CCA. 2 local games in the 4th quarter with spots in the semifinals up for grabs. You cannot get any better than this time of the year for high school football. Trosclair in the gun. Shoots it down the middle. It's caught. And they're going to gain of about 7 yards or so, but the Lions will stay in bounds. Clock will continue to run. It'll be 3rd and 3, 4:17 and counting. Trosclair gets the snap again. Shoots it to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Folks, we've got a ball game. Carson Hebert scored it. And CCA is a 2-point conversion away from making this a 1-score game. It's 24-14. The ever important 2-point play. Trussler ran it in the last time. Will he try to run it in this time? He's got the snap. It is a quarterback run, and he's not going to get in. And that is a huge stop for the Eagles because it keeps it a 2-possession affair. 4:07 to go. CCA has started to work some magic. They've scored 14 unanswered, but that 2-point conversion stop was very big for Ouachita Christian. E.D. White has worked the ball to midfield against Vanderbilt with 2:05 to go there. They are down by 1 point, 18-17. Here there's 4:07 to go, and we have one heck of a ball game. Carson Hebert kicked an outstanding onside kick the last time. Got that big high bounce that you're wanting. See if he could do the same here. Allow his guys to get under it. Here's the kick. Takes that big bounce. The ball is loose, but the Eagles have it. They recovered it at the 44-yard line. Tell you what, Carson is very, very good. There's a flag on the play at the 39-yard line, maybe a little pushing and shoving after the recovery. But Carson Hebert does that onside kick about as well as you can imagine. I see guys on Sundays not do it as well as he does. It bounces in the air and takes that huge hop, which allows the kick team to try to slide under it. .404 to go. We await the ruling, which is a dead ball, personal foul on CCA, so that'll get better field position for the Eagles. Over at E.D. White, there's 1:18 left to go. The Cardinals are about to play a 3rd and 7 from the Terrier 41-yard line, down 1 point. We don't quite have that level of drama here, but the Lions are trying to make it dramatic here with 4:14 to go. Can CCA get a 3 and out? They hand it to Leonard, and he's going to get about 3, and Coach Turner will call a timeout. So Jesse Turner going to preserve as much time as he can, calls a timeout with 3:56 to go. Telling your guys, try to tackle the football, try to pull the ball out. You need possession at all costs. A first down here for the Eagles would just about do it. As E.D. White just converted a huge first down on 3rd and 7. They're now at the 33-yard line. And remember, if you are an E.D. White fan, they have an outstanding kicker who can make it from 50+. So they are approaching field goal range. And they have now actually pushed it to the 25-yard line. Here it's 24-14, 2nd and 8. Can the Eagles get a first down, which will allow them to ride this thing back to the bus? Or can CCA get a 3 and out and continue to make them sweat? It's an outside run, a huge gain, and they're going to get a first down. Out to the 21. There's a flag at the end of it. I think it's going to be on CCA as E.D. White has just scored a touchdown with 31 seconds to go. I think we got a face mask here on CCA. It's really not that consequential given the first down. And it is a horse collar tackle. So they'll just move it a little closer. They'll continue to run some clock.
First and 10 for the Eagles. Huge defensive stand.
The ball now at the 11 here. The clock does start. 3:43 and counting, and they've got 30 seconds to blow. Clock continuing to run, 3:13 and counting. Play clock down to 3. They'll hand it off on a sweep run to the outside, and that will do it. There's the touchdown to the outside, and Ouachita Christian now pretty much has this one under control. 3:05 to go. It's now 30-14. And Ouachita will attempt the extra point. The ever critical extra point, which would again make it a 3-score game. Snap is there, kick is up, and he missed it. Oh my. We just cannot have any finality to this game. He missed the extra point off the right upright, so there is still a semblance of hope for CCA. If they could get a couple of touchdowns and 2-point conversions with 3:05 left. Ouachita Christian is in control, but boy, they had a chance to really drive a knife through the heart on that extra point try, and they did not convert, which leaves a sliver of hope for the home Lions here at Nicholls State University. Let's go check on the college football scoreboard report. Georgia was getting beat up by Georgia Tech. They're still losing in the fourth quarter, 20-6. Georgia Tech leading Georgia with 14 minutes to go. Goodness. Here we have 3:05 to go in a fourth quarter that feels like it has lasted a lifetime. That's because we've seen some crazy things happen. High kick, fielded by CCA at Abear at the 2-yard line. Looking for a wedge. He's got a little seam, and he'll be tripped up at about the 22. So a good job in kick coverage, but the Lions will have to make some things happen in a hurry with 2:57 to go. Raymond made a really good stop that time for the Eagles. CCA's got to make it happen, and they've got to make it happen quick. There's going to have to be some big chunk plays down the field. You need to score, get the 2-point conversion, get the ball back, and then do it all over again. You're down 16. Trostclair in the gun. Under a lot of pressure, and he's sacked, and boy, that doesn't help CCA. They sent the house at him, got him to the turf. That'll kill a bunch of time. It'll also work the field position against the Lions. It'll be 2nd and 15. 2:38 and counting. Second and 14, Trostclair shoots it to the sideline. It's caught, and Abear gets out of bounds at the 25. The CCA staff thought there was a little extracurricular there, but no flag comes out. We are watching multiple games. Of course, we're live here we are watching as Vanderbilt is scrambling with 15 seconds to go, trying to battle back. E.D. White just scored a touchdown to go up 23-18 there. Vanderbilt has the ball at their own 42-yard line, needing a touchdown. They have one timeout left. It'll be third down. Here it's also third down. 3rd and 5. Trosclair steps up, shoots it down the middle. It's caught by Abear, and he's got the first down. Clock will stop momentarily to the 35. Clock continues to run, 2:02 to go. Boy, CCA letting some time come off the clock here. 1:53. Trosclair looking to throw to the sideline. Hit and dropped inbounds. My goodness. And now the Lions are losing even more time. 1:38 and counting. They're going to have to find another one of those big shots down the field to Streams or one of the other receivers, because they are using just about the whole clock here to score the first time, and they've got to score twice. Trosclair flushed out. Shoots it to Streams, and it's intercepted. He's going to be tripped up at the 31-yard line. That is number 15, Cam Voilon. But that will be the end for CCA. There's a flag at the 31-yard line, but it'll be kneel down time if this is not something that overturns the interception. We have a dead ball, personal foul. This one's on the Eagles. But dead ball means the interception stands, which means this game's over. Ouachita Christian is going to take a knee, and they're going to get a 30-14 win here over CCA and will advance to the semifinals. Vanderbilt has one last heave from their own 40-yard line with 2.3 seconds to go. Oh, I apologize. It was a 4th down play. E.D. White has the ball. This game's over. So E.D. White has won 23-18 over Vanderbilt. Here, Ouachita Christian's going to win 30-14 over CCA in a wild night in Houma. Or rather in Thibodaux, the Houma-Thibodaux area. No victory formation for the Eagles. I'm a little surprised. Thought we would just see a kneel down. They'll hand it to Leonard, who will bounce outside. He's got a huge gain. Out to the 25. He'll be actually shoved out. With 1:02 to go. A long gain that time. So 19-yard line is where the ball sits. 1:02 to go. The back did step out of bounds. So now we will see the victory formation. I thought we would see that after the first down play, but here it is. It will be a kneel down and another couple of snaps left. I don't think Coach Turner is going to call timeout. I think that they're going to understand and realize that finality has kind of sunk in here. CCA is going to lose 30-14 for their first loss of the season. Ouachita Christian will move on to the semifinals. There's the snap, and that's all she wrote. So the clock will drain down to 0. Congratulations to Ouachita Christian. They come on the road, and they are going to get a 30-14 win. Also, congratulations to E.D. White for rallying back and getting a 23-18 win over Vanderbilt. Crazy night in the Bayou region. Visit BayouSports.com tonight to recap it all and catch up on everything that you missed around the state and beyond, around the area and beyond. For Casey Gisclair signing off. Thanks for watching tonight. We had a huge audience. Congratulations to Ouachita Christian, but also congratulations to CCA on an outstanding season. Good night, everybody.